Have you ever had one of those moments where you're just sitting there, doing nothing, and suddenly your brain goes, "Is this really my life?" Not in a dramatic movie way, more like you're scrolling your phone, eating something you don't even enjoy, wearing clothes you bought on sale 3 years ago, and thinking, "Wow, I didn't plan any of this." If that sounds familiar, relax. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not behind in life. You're just at the point where your old version of life doesn't fit anymore. And today, I want to show you how people actually reinvent their lives, not in a fake wake up at 4 a.m. and become a millionaire way, but in a real, human, slightly messy way. Let's start with something nobody tells you. Reinventing your life doesn't start with motivation. It starts with discomfort. Because nobody wakes up happy and says, "You know what? Let me change everything." Change usually starts with feeling stuck, feeling bored, feeling tired for no clear reason, or realizing you're living on autopilot. That feeling is not a problem. It's a signal. It's your brain saying, "Hey, this version of life has expired." Think about it like your phone. When the system gets outdated, apps start crashing, battery drains faster, things lag. You don't blame the phone, you update the system. Same thing with your life. The first step to reinventing yourself is brutally simple, but uncomfortable. You have to admit the truth. And the truth might be, "I don't like how my life looks right now." Not hate, not drama, just honesty. Maybe you don't like your routine. Maybe you don't like who you've become around certain people. Maybe you're tired of pretending you're okay. And listen, admitting this doesn't make you negative. It makes you awake. Most people never reinvent their lives because they stay emotionally asleep. They keep saying, "It's fine. It could be worse. Other people have it harder." Meanwhile, their soul is quietly screaming for a software update. Now, here's where people mess up. They think reinvention means deleting everything and starting over. New city, new personality, new wardrobe, new Instagram bio. That's not reinvention, that's running. Real reinvention is quieter. It starts with one question. What kind of person do I actually want to be when nobody's watching? Not what looks good online, not what your family expects, not what sounds impressive. What feels right? Maybe you want to be calmer, maybe more disciplined, maybe more confident, maybe just less stressed. Reinvention isn't about becoming someone else, it's about becoming more you. Here's a simple example. Let's say you want to reinvent your life by becoming healthier. Most people go extreme. They buy gym clothes, they plan a perfect diet. They say from Monday, everything changes. And by Wednesday, the gym bag is a pillow. That's because real change doesn't start big. It starts small and consistent. Instead of, "I will become a fitness person," try, "I will go for a 10-minute walk every day." That's not impressive, but it's powerful. Because identity changes through repetition, not inspiration. Every small action is a vote for the person you're becoming. Another big part of reinventing your life is letting go of your old identity. And yes, this is the hard part. Because your old habits, routines, and even problems feel familiar, and familiarity feels safe. You might say, "I'm bad at talking to people. I'm not disciplined. I always quit." Be careful with those sentences, because the more you repeat them, the more your brain believes that's who you are. Reinvention begins when you stop introducing yourself using your past. You're not someone who always fails. You're someone who hasn't learned the right system yet. You're not lazy. You're exhausted from a life that doesn't excite you. See the difference? Now, let's talk about environment, because this part is underrated. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer temptations. If you're trying to reinvent your life while sleeping late, hanging around negative people, scrolling for hours, eating trash, avoiding sunlight, That's like trying to clean your room while someone keeps throwing garbage inside. Change the environment and behavior follows. Even something as simple as making your bed, cleaning your room, rearranging your space tells your brain something new is happening. Your brain loves signals. Another secret nobody talks about: reinventing your life is lonely. Not forever, but in the beginning. When you change, people get confused. Some will joke, some will doubt you, some will feel uncomfortable. That doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're doing something different. And different always feels awkward at first. Think about it. Even learning to walk looked weird before it worked. Now let's talk about mindset, but in a non-cringe way. Stop waiting to feel ready. You will not feel ready, ever. Confidence is not the starting point. Action is. You do the thing first, confidence shows up later, like, oh, so this is happening. And don't wait for the perfect plan. Perfect plans are procrastination in disguise. Reinventing your life is more like adjusting direction while driving. You don't stop the car and redesign the map. You move and correct. Some days you'll feel proud. Some days you'll feel lost. That's normal. If you're uncomfortable, confused, and slightly scared, congratulations. That means you're growing. Here's something important before we end. You don't need to reinvent your entire life in 1 year, or 1 month, or 1 week. You just need to be a little better than yesterday. That's it. One better choice, one honest moment, one small habit, one brave decision. That's how lives change. So if you're watching this and thinking, yeah, I need a reset, this is it. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not next year, right now. Close this video.